Hello everyone. In this video we'll discuss about the MOSFET internal capacitance and high frequency model. So how many capacitance will be exist in the internal diagram of an MOSFET and what will be the circuit diagram for high frequency model we'll see in this video. Actually basically there will be two types of internal capacitance in MOSFET. The first type will be gate capacitive effect. So that gate capacitive effect, so which will be created due to the gate electrode forms a parallel plate capacitor with the channel, and the oxide layer will act as an dielectric for the capacitance. Second one will be source body and the drain body depletion layer capacitance. This capacitance is also called as an junction capacitance. So among the four terminals of MOSFET, actually there will be connection. We are using only three terminals of an MOSFET: gate, drain and the source. The fourth one is an base. Base is also called as a substrate. So sometime in a connection the substrate is not connected, sometime the substrate is connected along with the base. So among four terminals, so there will be five capacitance. CGS means the capacitance which is connected in between the gate and the source. CGD, capacitance which is connected between gate and drain. CGB, capacitance which is connected in between gate and the base. CSB, capacitance which is connected between source and base. And CDB, capacitance which is connected in between drain and the base. So first we'll go for the gate capacitive effect. So in a gate capacitive effect can be modeled by the three capacitance. One is the CGS, CGD and the CGB. The value of all three capacitance can be determined depends on the region in which the MOSFET can be working. So the first, when the MOSFET in a triode region, the triode region in the sense, the meaning of triode region, so inversion layer which is existing between the drain and the source when the gate voltage is applied. So this is called a triode region because the drain source current is parabolic relationship within a drain source voltage. So this is a triode region. Remember the inversion layer which is exist between the drain and the source whenever the gate voltage is applied. So we'll get the value of 1/2 WL into COX. Here W is the width of the channel, L is length of the channel, and COX is nothing but oxide capacitance. Similarly, second one, when a MOSFET is in saturation region, we'll get the capacitance value of, that is a CGS is equal to 2/3 WL into COX. So for that time, the capacitance value which is connected in between the gate and the drain will be 0. So next, whenever the MOSFET in cutoff region, so that time capacitance which is connected in between the gate and the source and the gate and the drain will be 0. Similarly, capacitance which is connected in between the gate and the base will be WL into COX. Next, fourth one will be the overlap capacitance. In overlap capacitance, we'll get the capacitance value will be WLOV. OV in the sense overlap, COX. Typically the LOV, so that is a length whenever the overlap is exist, it is in between 0.05 to 0.1 L. Second will be the type of the internal capacitance is junction capacitance. So in junction capacitance, the first one will be the source body capacitance. So this CSB is determined by CSB naught divided by square root of 1 plus VSB divided by V naught, where CSB naught is a zero body source bias, value of CSB at a zero body source bias, and the VSB is magnitude of reverse bias voltage, and V naught is junction built-in voltage, where value is 0.6 to 0.8. Similarly, drain body capacitance, same equation, only CSB is replaced by dB. So this is regarding the internal capacitance of an MOSFET. So next we'll go for the high frequency MOSFET model. So below figure, next figure will show how the capacitance are connected. See here. So this is the internal diagram of an equivalent circuit diagram of an MOSFET. So this is a gate, this is a drain, and this is a source, and this will be base, or it's also called as an substrate. So CGD, so you can observe here, capacitance which is connected between gate and the drain is CGD. Capacitance which is connected in between gate and the source is CGS. Similarly, CDB capacitance which is connected in between drain and the base. So this is CDB. CSB in between source and the base. So this is a high frequency equivalent model. Next diagram in a figure B, where source and the base both are combined, so this capacitance is neglected. So that is the second diagram. So next is to simplify the analysis of the circuit. The CDB is neglected, means capacitance which is connected in between drain and the source which is neglected, where R0 is internal output resistance of an MOSFET. GM into VGS is an internal output current. GM into VBS, this is also internal output current. So these three circuit diagrams are belongs to the high frequency model. High frequency model. Next we'll go for frequency response of an CS amplifier. Actually, whenever for the any circuit diagram, we will converting in terms of where DC equivalent circuit, where all the capacitance are short circuited and the power supply will be grounded. So in a previously we have derived many circuits by using the common source amplifier where all the capacitors are neglected. CC1, CC2 means coupling capacitor 1, coupling capacitor 2, and CS in the sense source capacitor, all are neglected. Even we are neglected the internal capacitance like a CGS and the CGD also. So by neglecting all the capacitance, we are derived one of the gain formula. So that gain formula is direct, which is independent of frequency, So by that time we'll get the high gain, and that gain will be maintained by a constant because of this formula. AM is equal to V0 divided by signal voltage. So V0 is output voltage, V signal is an input voltage. So this formula is belongs to the gain. So this is the gain formula. See here, CC1, CC2, CS. So these are connected. Internal MOSFET capacitance like a CGD and CGS, which is also considered. So by considering, so this is a frequency response. So at the x-axis we are taking the frequency, on the y-axis we are taking as an gain. So middle part, so this is a mid-band gain where all the capacitors are neglected. Because of that we are getting the frequency gain will be high and the gain is maintained as an constant. So at the lower frequency band the gain is falling because of CC1, CC2 and the CS, coupling capacitor 1, coupling capacitor 2 and the common source capacitance is connected. So for that the gain will be falling. So at the high frequency band the gain is falling because of the internal MOSFET capacitance like CGS and the CGD will be connected. So there will be three bands. One is the low frequency band, mid band and high frequency band. All capacitor impedances will be increases with respect to signal frequency, because Xc is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi Fc. So as the frequency increases, the capacitance reactance will be increases. So by the frequency response we can determine the bandwidth like a FH minus FL, and also figure merit we have the formula GB is equal to magnitude of AM into BW. BW is the bandwidth and the AM will be gain. So next we'll go for the low frequency response. So in a low frequency response of a common source amplifier, first the CC, the coupling capacitor between source and the active device of an equivalent circuit is shown here at the first input side. So at the input side we got the equation, because only R signal and the CC1 is considered, means at the input side we are looking input resistance will be Rg. So I'm written here Ri is equal to Rg, and I'm written frequency is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi Rc. In that manner I'm written R signal into Rg, both are in series. Similarly at the output side we got the Fe3, that is 1 divided by 2 pi R0 plus RL into CCT. R0 plus RL because of output resistance and the load resistor both are connected in series, but where R0 is always capital RD parallel to the small rd. Capital RD in the sense external drain resistance, small rd is internal drain resistance. So one more capacitor CS which is dependent of frequency, so that is FPT is equal to GM divided by 2 pi CS. So this is regarding the low frequency response of an CS amplifier.